Fellow Nigerians, from the foundation of this country has been divided across different regions, where we have the north, the west, and the east, under the leadership of very respected elder statesmen and our fathers that have done great to see to the fact that each of those regions became greater. From there, we began to lay foundation for the divisions we are harvesting today. It is at that time that we push for more divisions as opposed to centralization, where we have 12 regions, then we proceed to have 19, then we proceeded again to have 24, then 30, and today we have the 37 regions with all the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And this, be that as it seems that Nigerians have expanded in terms of their acceptability of governance, they have succeeded in expanding their fault lines and their division lines. And that is where we lay foundation for our critical divisions as a nation. Because every nation that grows, especially as a third world, you have to operate as a standard, central, united, strong force that will birth a civilization that will benefit the future as much as possible. But unfortunately, why do we have these divisions in Nigeria? Because we paid so much attention to what is dividing us, that's political polarization, as opposed to what is uniting us, which is the economic integration. That is why today, I, Adamu Garba II, do solemnly stand in front of you here, or sit in front of you here, at the very epicenter of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not representing the South or the West, or the East or the North, not belonging to any other ethnic class, but the ethnic class of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My intention is to drive this vision, and that vision of transforming Nigeria away from the politically divided and decentralized country, where we have economically integrated unit that will organize our resources and see to our better lives. We have seen the consequences of this division over time in our history. These divisions are pushed away, whereby today our children cannot go to school. Today we also have a problem where people cannot go to markets, our roads are impassable, the hospitals are not equipped. We have so much confusion as to, instead of us to build a very big civilization of growth and development, security and prosperity, we are watering the dry bones in our country with our blood. This is not the country you wish for. This is not the country I wish for. And that is why it is important for us to chart a new pathway forward for the future growth and development of this country, which is what I am presenting to you. Our intention is to build a very strong economically integrated nation, where we have 9 geo-economic zones, with Lagos as the 10th most important exclusive economic zones that will attract our international financial center and see to the boomerang of the rise of the real estate market. At the same time, we are located geographically in a very strategic way, where we will attract our international partners to be having easier and easy transaction, easy relationship that will build a very strong future that we all yearn for in this country. At the same time, again, our intention is to see to the fact that we attend our political realities. The 99% of the security challenges we face in this country today has one way or the other a link between politics and security, and that is why we are building Council for Political and Security Affairs to be able to deliberate on our real security challenges and bring about sincere solutions to fixing these problems. How do we intend to do that? By bringing the 350 ethnic group into this council that will be meeting quarterly to be able to discuss everything from appropriation to infrastructure development to political integration to marriages to birth to growth to debt to structure of our Nigerian state, so that we can rebuild our social construct, we can rebuild our social contract, and we can build a socially just society. I want to remind you that this country has been in existence since before the coming of the colonial masters. We have several kingdoms that have been living here today, trading today, happily with one another without much challenges. We have started long kingdoms from Sultanate of Tamfodio down to Dahomey Kingdom, from Oyonle down to Kororofa, from Opobo down to Zaria, from Daura up to Borno. These places are very strong kingdom that has been living together. The colonials just came to draw a line And this line should form a very strong basis for why we should be more together than why we are divided. These dry bones that are buried in this country should be watered by the rain and by our sweat, not by our blood. We have so many important dry bones that we must protect in this country. The dry bone of Sheikh Uthman Namfodio, the dry bone of Archbishop Ajayi Crowther, the dry bones of Habad Macaulay, the dry bones on Abraham Akisonya, the dry bones of our late President Nnamdi Azikiwe. We have the dry bones of Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. All these dry bones need to be watered by our sweat and the rain, not our blood. We have the dry bones of Agui Ironsi, the dry bones of Chief Odumegu Ojuku, the dry bones of Pa Enahoro, the dry bones of Festus Okotiebo. All these dry bones need to be watered by our sweat and the rain, not by our blood. We have so many of them: Chief MKO Abiola, Shehu Yaradua, General Murtala Mohammed, Musa Yaradua, our late president, and all these responsible people, including late Shehu Usman Aliu Shagari, our former president. We must not let their land be watered by the blood of their children and grandchildren. We must water it. We must water it by our sweat, the sweat of our labor, the sweat of our growth, the sweat of our health, the sweat of our education, and the sweat of massive infrastructure and civilization. I sit here today symbolically to show you that I'm sitting at the right epicenter of the black civilization. Because once Nigeria becomes stronger, we have a renaissance of the black race. The black race that will not see to the fact that we have our important brains draining away from this country to the foreign land to go and be treating themselves as second-class or third-class citizens. No. The citizens that will be happy to invest their sweat and their blood on this land, where we will give birth to a very massive civilization that will see to the fact that we give rise to the future that you will want. The future that the children are born today will be born in a very strong hope, and our parents or grandparents that are dying today are dying with the assurance that they are living a path that is protected for the future. That is what we intend to do, and that is the vision we are presenting. We have led this country for a long time with experiences. It is time for us to give chance to the vision to replace experiences, the vision which I am sitting down here today to represent. The vision for the future, the vision for transformation from the foundation, and the vision that will see to the fact that you are hatching here while I'm sitting down here. Consider me as someone you hatched today with the name Adamu Garba, the CEO of IPI Group Limited, and I invite you by the special grace of God and the power vested in him to grant authority to whomever he wish, and by your own willing submission with votes, that you should bring me back here on the 29th of May 2023 and swear me into this country as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with your oath, as I do solemnly took today with you, that we are going to build a Nigeria where each and every citizen will become the principal stakeholder of the Nigerian project. And that is why we say that we have led this country a long time with series of experiences. We have seen one of the most experienced person become our president in Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, in 1999. He has been politically active in the history of Nigerian politics from 1966, since when he became the president in 1999. We have seen the results. Similarly, today we are led by one of the most experienced generals in the history of our country. He has been politically active from 1977 till today. We have seen the result. And most of the contemporary declarants have declared based on the experiences they have garnered within the governance system of the country. We have seen what they were able to achieve. It is 21st century. We must be able to recalibrate our priorities. All countries that grow try to give chance to vision as opposed to experiences. Experiences in the market. Anybody can buy experience. Anyone can buy experience. I led a company that I have over 100 staff. Some of them are PhD holders. Some of them are important students from different countries in the whole world. But again, you have to buy. But when it comes to vision, it's a different thing. You can't buy vision. And that is what I'm representing. So what we are trying to market is to tell Nigerians that, look, it is time for us to drop experience away and give birth to a vision. The vision that will bring experiences to drive. Yeah, you see, power comes from God. Somebody like President Olusegun Obasanjo was imprisoned when he was brought in and became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have the history here. And Yar'Adua, the late President Yar'Adua of blessed memory, everyone knows that he is one of the most uninterested person in leading this country. In fact, he is one of the less rival governors, even to the other states, talk less of the foreign countries. Yet, he became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Similarly, we have President Jonathan, who was a deputy governor, and suddenly Providence brought him to become the governor of the state, and to the vice presidency, and to the presidency. He wasn't having money or big experiences. He just have luck and the trust of Nigerians, and that's why he is the president. So trust me, power comes from God, and I stand to get that power from him and with the trust of Nigerians. And with that, I believe I will be the next president of this country in the coming 2023 election. That's all. All right, thank you very much. So which one is better?